As the man tilted his head back to examine the cave ceiling, he caught an unexpected glimpse of gold ore deposits worth tens of thousands of tons, glittering brilliantly under the torchlight. Just as he was marveling at this windfall, a bald man dressed in exotic robes appeared behind him without warning. Before Carter could react, the stranger lunged at him with a dagger. In a split-second reflex, Carter pulled the trigger, and the mysterious figure collapsed to the ground with a single gunshot. The dying man clutched a metal medallion that emanated an eerie blue glow, his lips murmuring strange incantations. Carter cautiously picked up the peculiar artifact and instinctively repeated the mysterious words.
What? Vaso.
When he opened his eyes again, he found himself in an entirely unfamiliar world. Everything here seemed otherworldly, a barren landscape dotted with plants he had never seen before, and flickering lights in the distance beckoning him to investigate. When Carter tried to take a step forward, he shot through the air like a coiled spring, landing nearly 15 feet away. Completely bewildered, he scrambled to his feet and discovered that his movements had become impossibly light. With just a little effort, he could leap over 30 feet in a single bound, as if he had suddenly gained superhuman strength. After several attempts, Carter realized there must be something different about the gravity here. Even a casually tossed stone could fly for miles. Gradually, he mastered the art of leaping and bounding, moving faster than any creature on Earth. This surreal experience felt like the superhero fantasies he had dreamed of as a boy. As Carter departed from the area, he failed to notice that the mysterious medallion that had brought him here had been quietly retrieved by an unknown creature. Someone was clearly watching him. Oblivious to this surveillance, Carter bounced his way to a rocky hillside, where a strange sound caught his attention. Following the noise, he discovered an oddly shaped stone platform covered in mysterious symbols. As he curiously wiped away the dust and peered inside, he was stunned once again. The chamber was packed with rows upon rows of bizarre eggs in the process of hatching. At that moment, Carter finally accepted that he had stumbled into a realm far beyond human understanding, a territory belonging to mysterious alien beings. A sudden commotion erupted in the distance. Carter sprang to his feet, alert and tense. Looking toward the source of the noise, he spotted a group of native inhabitants riding massive beasts, charging toward him at incredible speed. The unexpected confrontation made every muscle in his body tighten. Just as he was about to flee, a tribal warrior appeared in front of him in a flash, launching a deadly strike. Seeing how high their target could jump, a flicker of surprise crossed the eyes of these blue-skinned aliens. Sensing something extraordinary about Carter, the leader immediately called off the attack and ordered his subordinates to surround the entire hill. The alien chieftain voluntarily disarmed himself, preparing for a friendly exchange with this strange visitor. He introduced himself enthusiastically as Tars Tarkas, leader of the Thark clan.
Captain John Carter, Virginia.
Virginia!
No. My name is John Carter. I'm from Virginia.
Virginia. Sak. Solid Sak Kachach.
However, the language barrier made communication impossible, so the chieftain could only gesture with his hands, urging Carter to demonstrate his jumping ability again. He had never seen anyone leap so far.
Sak.
Yes, sir.
But when Carter pushed off with all his might, he landed precisely next to the pile of discarded weapons. He grabbed one, ready to fight his way out. Before he could even cock it, a sniper who had been on standby took him down with a tranquilizer dart straight to the backside. Carter was captured alive on the spot and hauled back to the tribe alongside baskets full of alien infants. Any eggs that failed to hatch were ruthlessly destroyed to prevent them from becoming food for the white apes. The Tharks brought Carter and the newborns back to their settlement, where a crowd of tribe members gathered to greet them. They were there to adopt children and continue their lineage. This society had a peculiar tradition. Female Tharks could only gain custody of a child by fighting for it. The women immediately formed a circle and began scrambling for babies. Whoever grabbed a crawling infant got to keep it. One frail female tribe member couldn't manage to snatch a single child after all that chaos and even got pushed around by the others. The chieftain couldn't bear to watch any longer, so he assigned the newly captured human to her as a sort of substitute child. But Carter's strange appearance made him an object of disgust among all the Tharks. The chieftain simply handed this oddity over to the low-ranking Sola to keep as a pet. When Carter spotted that silver medallion, he shoved Sola aside and launched himself into the air, tackling a Thark warrior in the distance to the ground. It was his only ticket out of this place. But the one-tusked general quickly intervened with his blade. The general wanted to kill this alien creature, but the chieftain disagreed. He realized Carter might be the key to their tribe's rise to power. Tars Tarkas approached the one-tusked warrior and pressed his sharp fangs against him, asserting his authority in a display that tolerated no challenge. Faced with the chief's dominance and seeing that not a single tribe member supported him, the general had no choice but to back down resentfully.
Rule! Evazor! With Jack Lanon, Chalakba! Tet! Nuga Hortang Abwam! Eltus Nu! Virginia!
The Tharks clearly viewed Carter as some exotic new species to be put on display. The chieftain demanded that Carter perform his special abilities once more, but Carter was too proud for that. He refused to be humiliated in such a way. Seeing his defiance, the furious chieftain decided to lock this disobedient pet away in the nursery.